everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I see that there are already some of you here. I believe that there are chemical engineering students and chemistry students, and maybe other study programs like mechanical engineering.
Yes.
Okay, so to Kak Safira. Miss Safira, are you here?
Yes, please give me a second.
Okay, Miss Safira.
Okay.
Okay, while waiting for Miss Safira, I think there is some technical difficulties. I guess I would like to say hi to every one of you here. Again, hi everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Wow. Okay, so the participants keep increasing. I guess we're about to start, so just prepare yourself to hear important informations our um, from our from our um, from our partner from the University of Twente. So please be ready to hear important information from them. Okay. Okay, so to Miss Safira, are you ready? Is it ready?
I think I'm not. I need Miss Vidya to make me as a co-host.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
dari Prodi Teknik Sipil Angkatan 2016. Sekarang saya akan bercerita tentang pengalaman saya selama mengikuti internship di Jepang. Yang pertama itu saya mendapat kesempatan untuk melakukan pertukaran budaya antara Indonesia dengan Jepang, yang mana saya juga mempelajari budaya Jepang dan juga mengenalkan budaya Indonesia pada mahasiswa Jepang. Selain itu, saya juga diberi proyek dan dibimbing langsung oleh dosen-dosen yang berpengalaman dalam hal konstruksi bangunan dan penanggulangan bencana. Dan juga yang paling menarik adalah saya mendapat kesempatan untuk melakukan field trip ke jembatan Akashi Kaikyo, yang mana itu adalah jembatan terpanjang di dunia.
Alasan mengapa saya mengikuti program ini karena saya ingin meningkatkan kepercayaan diri saya dalam menghadapi situasi yang belum pernah saya hadapi. Lalu saya juga ingin meningkatkan kemampuan bahasa Inggris saya agar dapat bersaing di dunia internasional. Selain itu saya juga ingin menambah relasi, khususnya relasi di dunia internasional untuk mendapatkan teman dari berbagai negara.
Selain itu, manfaat yang saya dapatkan dari program APSA adalah saya dapat mengenal banyak teman dari berbagai negara. Saya juga dapat mengenal dosen-dosen berpengalaman yang membuat networking saya semakin luas.
We develop partnership with many universities across the world through student exchange program, fast track program, faculty exchange program, and many other programs. Through our study abroad program, we send our students to our partner universities and we host international students to our campus.
The university is very big and very flushed with greenery, and the place is very nice. Everyone welcomed us with it was a warm welcome. We got new friends. Teacher taught us with many methodology which we never got before, and it was very nice experience.
The experience that I get here that affect most of me is the experience as a geology student, because as I can see, geology student here is capable in doing so much, and my experience with them in Karasabung really teach me and excites me to be a better geology student and a better geologist in the future.
The biggest and the priceless experience is when I went to the field trip for 2 weeks in Karasabung, Jawa Tengah. That moment it was a very tough 2 weeks and the longest 2 weeks in my life, but the knowledge that I have gained is so much, and I've been looking forward to be a better geologist when I study here.
Jadi, buat teman-teman yang tertarik mengunjungi tempat ikonik di negara lain, jangan ragu-ragu daftar APSA.
Jadi, buat teman-teman yang pengen belajar dan cari pengalaman baru di negara lain, jangan lupa daftar APSA ya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning and good afternoon to all of the participants. Hopefully everyone is in good and healthy conditions. Before we start, I would like to remind you to mute your microphones during the event, and you can turn on or turn off your camera. It is entirely up to you. And now, perhaps we can start. Today is the second day of the Virtual International Weeks 2020 conducted. Virtual International Weeks is an annual event held by the International Office of Pertamina University from 23rd of November until 5th of December 2020. This event is held for all of you, especially students, with the aim of introducing our university partners to you, and also to give you information about the scholarships, the university that you can enter after graduating from Pertamina, or about the student exchange, which are in line with the theme of this year's event, namely globally engaged through study abroad. Firstly, let me introduce myself. My name is Andrea. I am a student majoring in chemistry at Pertamina University. I am also an exchange candidate to the University of Twente. And today I will be your host. It is really such an honor for me to welcome you to the info session, Study at Netherland. First of all, I would like to thank the representative of our partner from University of Twente, Enschede, Netherlands, and there is Ms. Sarah Cotter, who will be our speaker in this info session. And I also would like to thank the International Office of Pertamina University team. There are Mr. Budi Sucipto as our Vice Rector of Research, Development, and Partnership of Pertamina University. We also have Ms. Arianti Sarwono as the Manager of International Office of Pertamina University. We also have Mr. Miki Andrea as the Assistant Manager of International Office at the University of Pertamina. And last but not least, we have Ms. Safira and Ms. Widya. Lastly, I would like to thank all of the students and the participants who has joined this info session. Before we start our main agenda, I would like to invite Mr. Budi Sucipto as the Vice Rector of Research, Development, and Partnership of Pertamina University to give us opening remarks. So to Mr. Budi Sucipto, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm sorry, I'm not in campus or not at home. I'm outside, so I have to wear this mask and face shield. First of all, I would like to thank Miss Sarah Cotter, representing Universitas of Twente this afternoon. I think in Netherlands it's still morning, I believe, for making time for us, for providing information for our students. I saw almost 30 students are present in this live session. This is wonderful. The interest is it's good. So I think this is good opportunity for both sides to get additional information. Our students could ask questions and anything about the Twente, especially if you're interested to go to Twente. And also Miss Sarah could also maybe explore, the interest of our students, in what way our students are coming to Twente. So without taking too much time, I would like to hand this the microphone to the MC back so that this live session could start. Thank you very much and enjoy the session.
Thank you very much for the opening remarks to Mr. Budi Sucipto. And next up, I will be telling you about today's agenda. So in today's agenda, we will get closer to know more about the University of Twente, especially about the facilities, study programs, and most probably the students' culture in the University of Twente. And after that, we will have a Q&A session. So for all of the students here, if you have any questions related to the University of Twente, you can definitely ask your question by dropping your questions in the chat box, or you also can tap the raise hand feature to speak and ask directly. And also, for your information, in the last agenda, we will do a lucky draw to choose the lucky participants to be the winner of the door prize that our team has prepared. And here are the rules. All of the participants' names who have joined this meeting already included to the lucky draw wheels. However, for the students who ask a question in the Q&A session will get a bigger chance to win because their name will be written twice. So all you have to do is just listen carefully until the end of the session and ask a question to get the bigger chance to win. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker. She is the exchange coordinator of the Faculty of Science and Technology of University of Twente, and she has guided me through all my applications to the University of Twente. So without any further ado, please welcome Ms. Sarah Cotter. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Andrea. Well, thank you very much for that introduction. Yeah, that's true. So I'm Sarah Cotter. I'm the exchange coordinator for the Faculty of Science and Technology at the University of Twente. Before I start my presentation, I would like to show you a video. Safira, if you could try and get that video started.
What is the right question? You may have asked yourself all kinds of questions all your life. How does this work? What causes this? Is this right? How can we make this better? Or this? How can science and technology really contribute to change? Who do you want to be? How can we develop new materials for a sustainable future and eliminate the use of fossil fuels? Will biomass become the major resource for new fuels and chemicals? How can we store gigawatts of solar energy in the smart grid? How can we create a safer society and realize smart cities? Will big data protect or invade our privacy? If your smartphone becomes a supercomputer, what's next? Will machines take over? Or can robots become our best friends? What if our average age becomes 130? Will our homes then be future hospitals? How can we develop therapy that is less invasive? Will light enable breakthroughs in life sciences? And will technology help our body to heal itself? Can we mimic human life on a chip and create new life? What is quality of life, and who's responsible for it? It all starts with curious minds, people who do not take things for granted, who explore crossovers between various scientific areas, crossovers between technology, design, art, and philosophy. Focus and connection. That's what it's all about. Science and technology are changing the world. But is change always a good thing? How can we find answers that most people will benefit from? Can you imagine how great a nanoparticle can be? Can we design social impact? How can high tech battle poverty? How can we have too little and yet far too much water? How do we turn scientific results into new business? Are you prepared for a job that doesn't exist yet? What can you contribute? How can nature inspire us? Will Earth be our only home? Is every answer possible? Is there more? Innovation is about the future of our society. It is about realizing ideals and improving quality of life for all of us. What do you expect from science? And what do you think society expects? All those questions. Are you ready for finding answers? The most entrepreneurial university.
Thank you very much, Safira. Okay, so that was the video. It shows you a little bit of our campus as well, so that's good. I hope it was a little bit more smooth for you, but well, okay, no worries. So I will try and share my screen. I hope that you can see this. Not sure. Can you? Yeah, I think so, right? Can you see the PowerPoint?
Yeah, I can see it here.
Thank you, Andrea. Okay, great. So let me start. I'll just do it like this because otherwise if I start the presentation, I think that doesn't work. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is the University of Twente, student exchange, practical information for exchange, student life, and of course, if you have any questions, let me know. First off, I thought it would be good to mention where we are. I'm sure that not all of you know where the Netherlands are located. So this is us in the western part of Europe. You see that we have a lot of sea borders. We're neighbors to Germany, as you can see, and Belgium too. And so if we zoom into the Netherlands, we can see that Amsterdam, of course, is the capital of our country. And then we are to the eastern part of the country, very close to the German border. There's even students who go cycling to Germany if they want to. It's like 15 minutes on your bike, so it's pretty close. And it's around 2 hours by train to Amsterdam. So it's pretty easy to go to our capital as well. And I thought it would be nice to show you a little bit of some pictures of our campus. So as you can see on the top right, on the top left, that's the campus right about now, which is in autumn. So you can see the leaves turning. It's a pretty green campus. So there's lots of trees and grass, which is really nice. There's lots of nature. There's even a park located next to the campus, which is really nice. You can see in winter, top right, that we sometimes like to ice skate. So that's a possibility too. If you would like to do so, maybe, well, you want to learn how to ice skate if you don't know that yet. And bottom right, you can see the campus on a normal day. Of course, with COVID, it's not like this at the moment, but usually we have a lot of bikes stashed everywhere because everybody goes to campus on their bikes. It's the easiest way of getting around. So this is something that you will probably see when you come here. As far as the University of Twente, we have over 3,000 student rooms on campus. We are the only campus university in the Netherlands, which means that everything is located on one campus, all the buildings, a lot of student rooms as well. On campus, we also have a theater, even two. We have a library and a supermarket, and there's also a general practitioner located on campus. So if you would need to see a doctor, you could just stay on campus. And there's lots of sports and cultural facilities on campus. So these pictures give you a little bit of an idea of how the campus, what the campus looks like. So the university, in terms of campus, you can see a drone picture here, which is really nice, I think. So you get a clear picture of what the campus looks like. It's quite big, and you can see lots of trees, and there's lakes as well. So it's a really nice environment to be in. It's very vibrant because students live on campus, but there's also employees living on campus. So it might be that your teacher is living on campus as well. And you will find 39 sports and 19 cultural associations as well, which I think is pretty unique. These associations are all run by students, and they are for students as well. So it's pretty interesting, and it's a really good way of meeting other students as well. If you want to meet Dutch students or if you want to meet other international students, I would say always join an association, because that's the best way of meeting new friends. So why would you go to the University of Twente? Here it's very multicultural. All over the Netherlands, it's very multicultural because we are, from origin, we are a traders country. So we have lots of interactions with different cultures. And it's pretty open. We are quite friendly as Dutch people. So if you have any questions, you can always go to anyone and they will probably help you along. And also English, it's not an official language in Dutch society, but it is a second language because, of course, we all speak Dutch, but we all speak English as well. So you don't have any problems getting around and finding your way around campus. There's highly ranked educational programs in our university and top research institutes and very, very good facilities, which you probably can use as an incoming exchange student as well. Especially, for instance, for chemical engineering, you would probably need to use labs, and that's all available to you. Some facts and figures about the campus. So we have around 12,000 students, So it's not a really big university, but it's also not really small. 29% of our students are international, and we always try to get that integration going and to make sure that Dutch and international students mix. You can see that there's quite a lot of employees in terms of employee-student ratio. So we have a lot of time for you as a student to make sure that you're comfortable and that all your questions are answered. And as I said, associations, there's many associations on campus, so sports and cultural associations, but also study associations, which are connected to each of the study programs, which is a nice way of meeting like-minded students. And we have been voted Best University of Technology in the Netherlands by our students, which is an annual survey. And we're pretty proud of that because our students have voted our university as the best from all other Dutch universities, Best University of Technology. So that's really good. These are our faculties, just some practical information about our university. So my faculty, the Science and Technology faculty, but also the EEMCS faculty, which has electrical engineering, mathematics, computer science, but also information technology and study programs like that. There's the engineering technology faculty, which is mechanical engineering, civil engineering, programs like that. And then we have the behavioral management and social sciences faculty, which includes study programs like psychology, international business administration, and last but not least, the geoinformation science and Earth observation, ITC. That's the only faculty that's not on our campus. It's actually in the city center of Enschede, but it is a part of our university. So in terms of our research, we have a number of really good research centers, one of which is the TechMed Center. It's an innovation hub in the medical technology domain, so they are very much improving healthcare. Also with COVID, they have tried to well, figure out new technologies and things to help people. Then we have the Digital Society Institute, which is, well, part of the EEMCS faculty. So they deal with data science and artificial intelligence. And then the MESA Plus Institute, which is the leading research institute on nanotechnology. It's world renowned, actually. And that's a part of our faculty again, Faculty of Science and Technology. As far as our education, so we think it's really important that you take control over your own learning path. So students have a big impact and have a big voice in how what education looks like at the University of Twente. We also have a lot of blended learning, of course, with COVID and everything turning online. This is even bigger now at UT, but there's a lot of combination. Well, there's a big combination of lectures, tutorials, project work, working in groups and presentations. So there's all different educational features that we include. It seems that, yeah, it does work. So student exchange. Just some practical information for you. Our academic calendar, the fall semester, starts from the first week of September until the last week of January, and each of our semesters are divided into 2 blocks. So you have the first half of the semester and then the second half of the semester. And usually, and then we have an orientation week, which is in the last week of August for the full semester. And I would definitely encourage you when you come here to also participate in the kick-in, our orientation week, because it's such a good way of meeting new students and making your first friends here. So in terms of the bachelor, we use the Twente education model, which is an actual model that we set up, which means that we work in modules and project-based work. So every module is based around a project, and all the courses related to the project are centered around that project. So it's student-driven learning, and we invite you to be a researcher, designer, and organizer of within a module. It's a lot of project work and a lot of teamwork as well. So you form a team within the module, and then with that team you would do the projects. These are all our bachelor's programs in English. You can see, for instance, chemical science and engineering, but also electrical engineering. So this is what we try to do, is make it easier for incoming exchange students to find their courses, because course selection is always quite a difficult step in your in the process of being an exchange student. So what we've done, well, on the bachelor level, it's easy. There's just the modules, and you can participate in a module. You can see that each module is, for instance, 15 EECs, 15 credits. And you can see this, for instance, the Pearls of Computer Science, it's taught in block 1A. So that's the first half of the first semester. And then there's master programs as well in computer science. There's specializations that you can choose to do. And this is an example of one of our, well, kind of modules. So you can see it's chemical science and engineering. You can see it's 15 ECTS, so it's one block 1B, and you can see the courses that are that you would do in this module. And I think I included the link to this website as well, so you can see all the offer that we have. In terms of master, we have a lot of master's programs in English. You can see here, it's a big list. I will not go through them all. But for master's level, we also made these course packages to just make it easier for you to find your courses. So for instance, in this course package, you can see the courses that are included. And well, this is, for instance, a semester worth of package, well, a semester a package. So you can see it's both block 1A and block 1B, and there's even 2 courses that run through the entire semester. So practical information for exchange. These pictures show some campus rooms. So if you would come here, you might be able to live in one of these buildings on campus. We think it's really important to highlight that we have a lot of services for exchange students. Andrea has already said that she has received support as well. So we have admission support. If you have any questions during your admission process, you can always come to me. Just email me and I will help you. But you will also get visa support, because as a university, a Dutch university, we need to apply for a visa for you. So if you have any questions regarding that, we have a full visa department that can answer those questions. We also offer housing support, and for those non-EU students, we have a guaranteed room offer. So you will get a room assigned to you, and you decide whether that's suitable for you or not. But it's a nice way of not having the hassle of finding your own room. Of course, I already mentioned the introduction days, the kick-in. Definitely try and join that to meet your first friends here and to find your way around the campus and find your way around the city of Enschede, which is good. And some of our incoming exchange students actually want to learn a little bit of Dutch. They don't need to, because everybody speaks English, but some people just like to learn a little bit of Dutch as well. And that's fine. We offer a Dutch course, language course. It's 25 euros for the full course, so it's not really that expensive. And then you can learn your first words of Dutch. I included the costs of living. This is per year, so for half a year you can divide it into 2. It's around 5,000 euros, so it's quite expensive, but that's because the Netherlands is quite an expensive country. You can see housing is the biggest expense but also food. That's quite expensive. Definitely, you can see the bicycle included. Definitely get a bicycle here. That's always good, because then you can get around. Deadlines for exchange. So our nomination deadline, you need to be selected, of course, by by Pertamina to make sure that you can go on an exchange to the University of Twente. And your international office, Safira, for instance, she will need to nominate you to us before March 15 if you want to come in the fall semester, or August 15 if you want to be here for spring. And then the application deadline is May 1st and October 1st. And those deadlines are pretty strict because, of course, we need to apply for a visa for you. And our Dutch immigration services, they are quite strict in their deadlines. So make sure that you adhere to those. So procedure for exchange students, I told you about this already a little bit. So you need to be selected and nominated by your home university. You can apply through Mobility Online when you are nominated. You get an email about that. You need to have an English proficiency of a 6 or a TOEFL test, because we need you to be able to follow the courses. We want you to be successful in the courses that you're taking. And then there's administrative approval and faculty approval. Then you get a learning agreement and an acceptance letter. You, of course, don't pay tuition fees to us. You pay tuition fees to your home university. So I'm running a little bit out of time, so I'm powering through. So student life, you can see that we have, because we're a campus university, there's supporting activities possible here as well. There's tracks here, but also a swimming pool. We also have a sports complex where you can do fitness, and there's like machines and things to work out. And then the other picture is a picture of our language cafe, in which you can, as a student, you can practice your English, for instance, with other students who also want to do the same. And there's always a native speaker there as well to help you. And then, of course, I told you about the association. So we also have a rowing association in sports, but also a dance. We have a lot of dance associations or theater associations that you could join if you're interested. There's also a green team, which is involved in a hydrogen-powered car. They work on that, which is pretty interesting, and you could join that if you want to. And some other pictures. So this first picture on the top left, it's the kick-in. So there's kind of an activity. This was, of course, before COVID. Now it's a little bit different, but we still try to make the best of it. And the student associations as well, which is in the bottom left. You could join a student association, but that's a different kind of association than a study association. The study association is really connected to the study program. Okay. And then some pictures on campus as well. So the good thing about having a campus is when it's good weather outside, everybody just goes outside and sits on the grass in their lunch, eating their lunch, or just chatting away. So that's such a nice environment to be in. And there's, of course, there's some parties once and again, and well, concerts as well. Yeah, so that's it. If you have any questions, of course, you can email me. This is my email address, exchange-tnw@utwente.nl. Don't worry about asking too many questions. You can always come to me, and I will help you further. That's what I'm there for, so don't worry about that. And then I've included some websites so that you can find some more information. So hopefully see you in Twente. I will stop sharing because then I can see you again. If you have any questions, just post them in the chat, or maybe raise your hand and ask them yourself.
Okay, thank you so much, Ms. Sarah Cotter, for sharing. It's really good to know that the University of Twente provides so many facilities that the students might need, from living space to research centers, even an English cafe. I hope that what Sarah has shared to us is very insightful and will motivate every one of you here to apply for an exchange in University of Twente. And now it is the Q&A session. So for all of the participants here, you may ask your questions now. Anything related to the students exchange, about the facilities maybe that you wanted to know, or maybe the research in University of Twente, please drop your questions to the chat box, or you can tap the raise hand feature to speak and ask directly. Remember that if you ask questions, you will get a bigger chance to win a door prize. Maybe while waiting for the questions, I think they're still thinking about what kind of questions that they want to ask you, Sarah. So I guess I'm just gonna ask you some questions that I do have about Twente.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since I am one of the candidates for an exchange to University of Twente, I am wondering, is there any kind of like an Indonesian Student Society at the University of Twente?
There is actually. I think I didn't include it in my presentation, but it should be there. There actually is an Indonesian Study Association that is founded by Indonesian students in Twente who wanted to have their own association. So apart from the sports associations and the cultural associations and the study associations, we also have world associations. So there's actually a dedicated Indonesian association which you can join. You don't have to be Indonesian to join that. So even Dutch people, if they want to join, or other international students, if they are interested in Indonesian culture or whatever, they could join that as well. And those associations, they organize activities. So I know that, for instance, the Indonesian association, they organize the kind of food festival where people could just go and experience Indonesian food. And I went. It was really interesting and good.
Yeah. Wow, it's really good to know that, because, well, as an international student, it obviously will be, you know, I might feel, I picture myself like I would feel as if I'm very much lonely, because I do not have my friend from the same country. But knowing that there's a Indonesian Student Association in UT, it's very calming. Yeah, it's very good to know that.
That's good to hear. Yes. So it's really, I would always say, as an international student, when you come here, try and be proactive. It might not be in your own nature, but it would be really good if you would just take the first step and try and make some contact with either Dutch students or other international students, and make your first friends, because you will see when you take the first step that other people are quite friendly and they want to help you and they want to be friends with you.
Thank you so much, Sarah. It's a very friendly reminder for us all, I think. I do have one more question relating to COVID. So since it's still since the pandemic is still happening here in Indonesia, and I'm pretty sure it's still happening there, is there some kind of safety protocols that we have to follow, and maybe do we have to stay in a 2 weeks long quarantine, self-quarantine?
Mm-hmm. Well, the regulations, they change continuously. It depends on the Dutch government, and it depends. We have a Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and they color code each country in the world depending on the situation there. So when Indonesia is, for instance, red or orange when you get here to the Netherlands, it might be that you need to be in quarantine for 10 days, I think it is. And then if you don't have any complaints, then you can just start your way around campus. I know that our student union, which is another association that we have on campus, our student union, they provide, for instance, a buddy program. So if you get here and you feel a little bit lonely and you don't know how things work, or you have like practical questions, you can register for the buddy program, and you are assigned to either a Dutch buddy or an international student who has been here for a longer period of time. And that buddy, they will help you with any and all of your questions. So that's definitely a good way if you're not sure about finding your way here. In terms of regulations at this moment in time, so what we have to do now is have face masks on whenever we walk around on campus indoors. So when you're in a building and you walk around, you have to put on a face mask. And you have to keep 1.5 meters away your distance from other people. So that's the main regulations. And of course, we aren't able to give lectures with like 100 or 150 students in a room. That's not possible because we cannot guarantee the 1.5 meters distance. So in that sense, we do those lectures online. We do try, our motto is during these times, online because we can, offline if we can. So as much as we can do, we would do on campus. So small tutorials or maybe project work, we try and facilitate that as long as the Dutch government allows us to. But the bigger lectures, those will be held online.
That is very insightful. Thank you so much, Sarah. Because yeah, I have been wondering about the safety protocol since I am gonna be there probably on January. So thank you again. Maybe anyone here who wants to ask a question? You can definitely ask in Bahasa if you are not able to speak in English, and we will translate it for you guys.
Yeah, do translate it because I cannot speak. I don't speak any Bahasa Indonesian.
But do you know how to say like good morning in Bahasa?
No, I'm sorry, I don't. No.
So since it's morning there, I can say Selamat pagi, Sarah.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm not gonna repeat that, but thank you.
Yes.
Well, I can say it in Dutch. It's Goedemorgen.
Oh, it's very similar to Deutschland, I think. Yeah.
And it's similar to English as well. So you have good morning and Goedemorgen. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna follow you as well. I'm not gonna repeat it.
No, that's fine. So if you wanna learn a little bit of Dutch, you can always do the language course when you get here. Well, I always hear from exchange students, international students, that they have a problem with the ch. That's a sound that we use quite a lot in our language. So yeah, but it doesn't hurt our throat, so that's good to know.
Okay.
So I think there's a question.
Yes. Do you want me to read it for you?
Yeah, if you would.
Okay. So we have Alpha Gracia here. She asked, "Hi, ma'am. I was looking for a college to continue my academic level, and I started to get interested on this campus. Even I'm still in the first semester bachelor student. I was wondering that in spite of learning and innovate myself there, is there any kind of culture organization that is related to music and stuff? Because I really know that Netherlands is a great country for musical art. I hope you understand what I ask. Thank you."
Great, good question. So yeah, there's definitely musical associations here on campus. I'm not entirely sure what they are, but there's definitely like maybe a big band, or I think there's an orchestra as well here on campus. So you could join that. You could also maybe set up your own band with some other international students, or maybe some Dutch students if you play an instrument. And there's on campus, there's also like musical rooms available, studios where you can practice your music. So you can reserve those, and then you can make your music if you want.
Okay, thank you so much, Sarah. I think, I hope that is enough for you, Alpha Gracia. Thank you for asking the question. And next up, we have Shifa. I'm going to read the question again for you, Sarah. Shifa asks you, hello, do you have international relations as a master program or any major related to that? Thank you.
Yeah, we have. If we do have something like that, it would be in our BMS faculty, and I think maybe international business administration would maybe be would maybe be connected to that. What you can do is you can always send me an email, and I can let you know which programs we offer, and you can of course take a look on our website. There's lots of on the website. There's lots of information on the different programs that we offer, and also if you would, for instance, have a bachelor's degree in Indonesia, it will tell you what kind of prerequisites we have for a master's program, so you know whether you're eligible or not.
Okay, thank you so much for the answer, Sarah. I hope that answers your question, Shifa. So you can definitely reach out to Sarah through her email that she has showed you. And okay, we still have one more question. It's from Maharani. So I will read it again. Hello, Ms. Carter. My name is Adele. Does University of Twente have any scholarship program for international students? Thank you.
Yeah, good question. So we don't offer any scholarships for students who are just coming as an incoming exchange student, but we do offer scholarships for students who are doing a full master's degree here. We have a website which is the Scholarship Finder. So if you would look on our website and go to the master's degree website, you would find the Scholarship Finder, and then you can fill out your details, and like you're from Indonesia, for instance, and the kind of study program that you've done, and then it will tell you which scholarships are available for you.
Okay, so you can definitely do that. Adele, I hope what Sarah has answered is good enough for you. Okay, so okay. Okay, so there's another question. It's from Dea. Okay, I'm gonna read it again for you. Hello, Sarah.
Yeah,
I would like to ask regarding programs in UT. I always been interested to short course or summer program or something like that. I was wondering, do you have those kind of programs? Thank you.
Yeah, great question. There's such good questions because I didn't include it in my presentation. So thank you very much for asking that. So yeah, definitely we have a summer program. We have the Curious You, which is the summer school that we offer. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure if last year, because of COVID, if this summer it went through, but well, if COVID settles down, I think we will take that up again, because it's really a great program. It's, I think, 4 weeks, but it might be 3 weeks as well. I'm not entirely sure. And it's kind of festival-like. So it is on campus, and there's a big tent. There's like many activities and then lectures which are combined, so it's full days, and it's a really nice way of getting to know the Dutch culture as well. So if you're maybe thinking about studying here, either as an exchange student or maybe as a master's student, this would be a really good way of seeing what the country is like, what the university is like, and if it would suit you.
Okay, thank you so much, Sarah. Just one more question. This is from William. Hello, Sarah. Is there any master degree for electrical engineering? Thank you.
Yeah, there's definitely a master program in electrical engineering. So if you would, I always use Google because Google is your friend. So if you would use, if you would search like Twente and then electrical engineering masters, you will definitely find the right website, and you can just see what it entails and well, what the curriculum is and stuff like that. So you can find all the information there. It's in the EEMCS faculty, so it's not in my faculty, but I know, for instance, the exchange coordinator for that faculty. She is really nice, so you could check with her as well. She is able to give you more information if you would need to have more information.
Okay, thank you so much, Sarah. So I hope that answers your question, William. So you can definitely just look it up on Google, or you can email Sarah on the email that Sarah has given us. So thank you so much for the answer, Sarah. And
of course,
also,
no worries.
Thank you so much for the questions that you guys have given to Sarah. But unfortunately, our time is limited and we are almost running out of time now. So the Q&A session is now closed. Thank you so much, everyone. And since we have heard a lot of useful information from Ms. Sarah Cotter, and we have got so many new insights about the University of Twente and its perks, I would very much like to thank you, Ms. Sarah Cotter, for sharing with us. It is very great to have you here with us in this info session. And maybe before we jump to the last agenda, maybe Ms. Sarah have something to add or to convey?
Yeah, so very much thank you to you as well for inviting me to be able to give a presentation about my university. It was great meeting you. I hope to see you, Andrea, at our campus next, well, in a couple of months. So hopefully we can make that work. And Sophia, it was really nice to meet you as well, because we emailed a lot, so that's good. So anyone who is interested in maybe studying abroad at the University of Twente, definitely contact me. That's what I'm there for. So definitely shoot me your questions, and I will answer them. So yeah, I hope to see you in Twente.
Okay, thank you so much, Sarah, for that last statement from you. So finally, as the last agenda, we will do the lucky draw to choose 2 lucky participants who will be the winner of the door prize that we have prepared. Okay, so we already have the names of the winner candidates here, as you can see here. Yeah, and as I promised that for the students who bravely ask a question during the Q&A session, you guys will have the other lucky draw specifically only for you guys. So you definitely have a bigger chance to win the door prize. Okay, now let's start to draw the wheels. 1, 2, 3. Okay, yay! Congratulations to Juan Sirait. So for Juan, you can definitely contact us through WhatsApp, or you can also contact us by sending a direct message to the Instagram of the International Office of Pertamina University. And we will draw the special draw wheels for our amazing participants who have asked several questions. And again, we will start to draw the wheels. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations to Alpha Gracia. So for Juan and Alpha Gracia, you both can contact the international office through WhatsApp. I have sent the number in the chat box below, and you can also reach out to us by sending a direct message on our Instagram profile at Pertamina_IO. So congratulations to you both. And before we really end this info session, let's take a picture together, okay? Let's be prepared. And for all the participants, please turn on your camera, tidy up your hair, and give your best smile, and maybe like think of the poses that you want to do for the picture. I will be waiting for you all to turn your camera. Maybe you can turn on your camera so we can take a picture together.
Yes, please, everyone, please turn on your camera, and then we can take a group photo.
Yes.
As for our lucky draw winner, Alpha Gracia, and then Archana Garwita, and Devara, please, and Juan Sirait, of course. Don't forget to contact me through the international office WhatsApp. So, Miss Vidya, please, we can take our photo now.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Now we can take our picture. Are you all ready? Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. You guys look spiritually nice.
Thank you so much, Miss Lydia. Are we gonna take another one?
I think that is enough because we only have one layer of the participants.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Lydia.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have finished all of our agendas today, but I would like to inform you that tomorrow we will have another info session as a part of the Virtual International Weeks 2020 main agenda, and the info session will be with ESX School of Management from France. So don't miss the chance to register yourself. And also, for your information, we actually conduct the TikTok competition where you can get a chance to win the prizes with a total up to 1 million rupiahs. And the deadline is on the 3rd of December. So go ahead and check all the details of the terms and conditions that are already explained in our Instagram post. So don't forget to check our Instagram profile at Pertamina_IO from time to time, because we will give you the updates of the upcoming events. And I think that is all for today's event. Once again, thank you very much to Ms. Sarah Cotter and to every student that has participated. And also thank you very much for having me as the MC for today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning to Sarah and good afternoon to everyone here. Have a good day, everyone. Goodbye.